All right, what's up, guys? Mr. Cruz here. If you watched the first video, you should know what you're doing right here. Ooh, excuse me here for a second. Because here is, if you didn't watch the first video, we'll go watch the first video because this is where we're going to be working out these problems, and then you guys are just checking to make sure that your answer matches my answer. Or if you got something that you ended up being confused by, this is the video for you to watch so that you understand where you might have gone wrong. All right, so let's start with this first one up here. We have -3 minus 6 times the sum of 4 times x plus 6 is greater than -111. Wow, that's a lot. All right, so let's start out with distributing. So first thing is we're going to distribute this. This is technically a -6 here. All right, we're going to treat it like a -6. -6 times 4, that's going to give me -24. -24x. And then -6 times 6 is going to give me a -36 or -36. That's a jacked up looking symbol there. All right, 111. All right, next thing, combining like terms. I can combine this -3 and then I can also combine this -36. When I combine those two, it's in my calculators. What I would put is -3 minus 36. All right, this is going to give me -39 minus 24x is greater than -111. All right. Next up is I'm going to get rid of the fat, which is this -39 here, by adding 39. All right, so add 39 to both sides. Bam. This is going to cancel out. I'm going to have to do this in my calculator over here. So -111 plus 39, and that's going to give me -72. Write this over here. So now I have -24x is greater than, I keep forgetting this x here, is greater than -72. Last thing for us to do is to divide both sides by -24. So divided by -24. This will cancel out. X will be left by itself. And -72 divided by -24 is a +3. All right, because on this last step here, we divided both sides by -24, my inequality symbol is going to flip around. So even though it started out like this, it is going to end the opposite way. So our final answer on this one should be x is less than 3. All right, let's move on to this one over here. 3 is less than -50. No. 3 is less than -5 times n plus 2n, plus 2 times n. So I don't need to distribute. I can combine like terms. I can combine this -5n and this plus 2n. So that's going to end up being -3n. So -3n, -3 times n. All right, the last thing that we're doing here is just dividing both sides by -3. So bam, divide them both by -3. This side will cancel out. 3 divided by -3 is going to be a -1. All right, and then I have n on this side, and I got to make sure that I flip my symbol because I divided by -3 on both sides. So instead of eating to the right, it's going to eat to the left. And of course, if you want to flip your inequality so that the variable's on the left side, you just got to make sure that the gator mouth is still doing the same thing, right? That it was eating to the left, and this time that it was eating -1. So when we flip it, it's going to eat -1 still. All right, so far so good. Let's go. Oh, shoot. Hey, yo, I was trying to move this thing here. All right, I'm going to erase these, and then we're going to work on these bottom two because I just made that big old mess. All right, -138 is greater than or equal to -6 times the difference of 6 times b minus 7. First thing, distribute, right? I can distribute because I have this parentheses. So let me draw my river here, though, first. -138. So -6 times 6 is going to give me a -36b. And then -6 times this, we're going to treat it like a -7. That's going to give me a +42. All right. So I distributed. Can I combine like terms? I can't combine like terms. I don't need to move my variable. I don't need to combine like terms again. I can add or subtract. Since I have this plus 40, this plus 42, I'm going to do minus 42, right? Because this is the part where I would draw my river, box of my variable, circle the fat. All right, so minus 42 on both sides. This part here is going to cancel out, right? Because we did the opposite. In my calculator over here, I'm going to put negative 138 minus 42. And that's going to give me negative 180. So I'm going to write this over here. Dang, did I really forget the one? I'm tweaking today. So right now, this is what we have. Negative 36b. All right. Last thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by negative 36. Divide by negative 36. All right, this side is going to cancel out, and in my calculator, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 36, and I should end up with a positive 5. Now, because I divided by negative 36 on both sides, I got to flip my inequality symbol. So this time it's going to eat b. And then if I were to flip it around, I should end up with b is greater than or equal to 5. All right, last one over here. We've got 5 times the sum of 6 plus 3 times r plus 7 is greater than or equal to 127. I'm going to just draw my river right here. All right, so start out by distributing. 5 times 6, that's going to give me 30. And then 5 times 3r is going to give me 15, or 15r. So plus 15r plus 7. Plus 7 is greater than or equal to 127. All right, I distributed. Can I combine like terms? Yep, I can combine the 30 and the 7, and then that's going to give me 37. So now I got 37 plus 15r, and then 127 on the other side of my river. All right. Last thing that I'm going to, or the next thing I'm going to do here is subtract 37 on both sides. So minus 37. Dang, my handwriting here is jacked. All right, so 127 minus 37 should give me 90. And I'm left with negative 3r. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That's not right. I'm left with 15r. 15r is greater than or equal to 90. All right, last thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 15. This time I'm dividing by a positive number, so I'm not going to have to flip my inequality symbol. I'm going to write my answer up here. Well, r, so 90 divided by 15 is going to give me 6. So r and my inequality stays the same because I divided by a positive number on both sides. So r is greater than or equal to 6. All right, there you go. Hopefully you guys ended up with the right answers. Move on to your next assignment. Hit me up if you need help. Peace.